Welcome to the Jones Review.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Jones Review here. This is B. Jones coming at you in the latest in entertainment news. Today is going to be a blast because we got so many things to talk about, so many announcements, and so many new things to enjoy and just laugh and giggle about. And I have my guest here, Sage. How are you doing today?
Actually pretty good so far. How about you?
I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you for asking. Well, if you guys want to participate, we're streaming on 106.9 FM radio station right now if you're listening from there, and we're also streaming on YouTube. So if you guys want to participate, you can call the number at 937-775-5555 or within live chat. But anyways, let's talk about these new announcements. So yesterday was Disney Plus Day, and we had so many new announcements for what the MCU is going to be like in the future. And, what I'm truly excited for is the animations that they have announced. X-Men 1997, and I grew up with this animation. And, X-Men is, I would say they're more, how do I say it, more diverse than the Avengers. And they have so many unique powers to them. And, of course, they got Wolverine, so I really like Wolverine. And, just them reviving that TV show is probably going to bring back animation in Marvel, without a doubt. And, like, any X-Men animation, like, it was still good no matter what. Like, Wolverine and the X-Men, that was good. The original X-Men TV show, just anything X-Men is just really good. Yeah. And plus, they announced the Spider-Man freshman year, of course. Yeah, and it's going to be like an origin story in a way, but in an animation, which is pretty clean. And I like how Marvel Studios is opening their animation department to make more animation adaptations, which I'm truly excited for. And then plus they announced season 2 of What If.
They did.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on what they announced so far about? Also Marvel Zombies too. That's the spinoff. Yes. That's what I'm really, because I really hope they continue that storyline that they had from What If, because I really liked it. I don't know.
I didn't think they were gonna go from like, oh wait, can I?
Yeah, of course, of course, man.
I don't want to talk too much about,
You're good,
not
man.
spoiling anything.
Yeah.
But when I was first watching it, I was like, I didn't really think that they were just gonna. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, here's episode, just like every episode, just like different story. Nothing is connected. So I think it was like the zombie episode was like I think it was like the 5th episode or something.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as like that ended, everything just spiraled out of control, and then the next episode started, and like it continued on from there, which it had another story, but the story itself was intertwined.
Right.
But I think that's pretty cool. I was not expecting that. That really caught me off guard with that.
And then like they showed up at the end of the episode, season finale, just Doctor Strange Supreme.
Yeah.
Like just literally brought down all the zombies onto the what's his Ultron name, or is it Ultron, Ultimate Ultron or something? I don't know. But it was pretty cool. I liked how they brought back the Marvel zombies in that episode. Then zombie Wanda was trying to like destroy Ultron, and then I don't know. But anyways, I'm so excited for this idea because I really like the storyline that they were building and the characters that they had, and I thought it was crazy how Hulk just decided came out at the end of the Marvel Zombies episode, and because I wasn't expecting that, because Hulk was just in an Infinity War. Well, it took place during that time in a way.
Yeah,
Infinity War, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. But like, it just, whatever they do with this storyline, I'm excited for, and I hope that it's a different take, but still has the same characters that they brought into, or different characters. But anyways, for the other shows that they announced, they also announced Moon Knight, which will debut the Marvel character Blade and introduce more of the supernatural aspects of the MCU, which I'm very excited for. And plus, they're going to have She-Hulk, which will introduce, I think, Jessica Chambers or something. Did I say that right? Or Jennifer Waltz? Is that correct?
I don't know the actor's name.
No, I meant like for She-Hulk.
Oh, for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I think it was Jessica.
Jessica.
Yeah.
I think it's Jessica. But anyway, they have She-Hulk, and that's going to probably have Abomination, and then Bruce Banner, the Hulk.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have Ironheart. They announced Ironheart, and then for Secret Invasion, they also released this picture of Nick Fury, and he looks super old.
Yes.
Yeah, and doesn't have the eye patch, and he has more of a beard than a goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
It's
Sam.
it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I like the variety that they have, and then what this is my opinion, but I don't know why they're making a spinoff for Agatha Harkness because I never like why I don't get it.
You're not digging Agatha?
I'm not. I mean, I liked her as a villain, but why make a spinoff for her? Like, out of
Really?
all the spinoff, yeah, like all the spinoffs, like you want to make a spinoff for her, Like I don't know. What do you think?
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I like Agatha. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie. I
okay.
do like Agatha.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm in for the spinoff, bro. But go ahead.
I don't know. Like if they make it like I don't know, well, different, but it has a great story to it, and it involves Marvel characters. I'm game for it.
Everything for Bailey, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But not really. I'm joking. That's Marvel Studios. That has nothing to do with me. But they also have Ms. Marvel, and that's going to be interesting. But
It is.
what I'm confused about is they're making her more into Green Lantern than her original powers are, instead of the elastic powers that she has.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my friend Delvin the other day, and he was telling me that I think, or maybe it was my cousin Jalen or something, but I think they're trying not to confuse the audience because they're gonna introduce the Fantastic Four at some point, and I think they're not trying to confuse the audience if they have the same powers or not.
Mm-hmm.
And as me as a viewer, I want to be confused, but I guess they're trying to deviate from Ms. Marvel and Mr. Fantastic. But I'm excited for I'm sort of excited what they do with the show, but I'm not. I'll keep my expectations low for right now. But I think it'll be a hit or miss. I don't know, but I think it'll be a really good show. But I think other people would like it if they like Kamala Khan. But I really wish they did Carol Danvers, Ms. Marvel, because I really like that. No? Okay. Well, I don't know. I think she's more of a BA character with that incarnation of Ms. Marvel, because I don't know. It's just Captain Marvel. I just thought, she's still Carol Danvers, but I think Ms. Marvel is a better character. Like Kamala Khan is still a great character, but I like how they used to have the Carol Danvers as Ms. Marvel, and she had a lot cooler costume too. It was all black, and
I think that was
sleek. But I hope they do it. And then also they announced Ironheart. What do you think of Ironheart? What are your thoughts on that?
That's the one I was very wishy washy about that one.
Riri Williams, I think, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be in Black Panther too, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I actually did not know that.
That'll be interesting. But it said that she's gonna carry the legacy of Iron Man, or Tony Stark, basically. And that was from the comics, of course. But I hope they intertwine it with the Armor Wars, with War Machine. I'm really excited for that, Armor Wars.
Armor Wars. Yeah.
But I heard that they're gonna change the title, I think, because they're creating a working title right now, and they found a writer for it. And then I also heard for Captain America 4, they're saying that Sam Wilson is going to have troubles. They're going to basically, the writer said that they're trying to make it seem like Sam has to earn the right to become Captain America, and he's going to have obstacles to where, I'm not a super soldier, what do I do? And it's going to make him seem like, why did he become Captain America? Why is he, what drives him to be Captain America? What takes a person to become Captain America?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that take, 'cause that's
Sounds
different.
cool.
So hopefully it's Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or season 2 of that Disney Plus show, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
But also they had the I Am Group. They announced that, and
No way.
Yeah.
Is Groot getting it?
yeah, he is. But I'm really excited for the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special,
Oh,
because they did say that it will intertwine with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
So I'm also excited for Adam Warlock finally.
Yes.
Because he's OP. And I hope they don't nerf him, but they might just for storyline wise.
Yeah.
But Adam Warlock is crazy. He's about to break the MCU, this hierarchy of power. But also that I think I talked about She-Hulk, and then they also have Echo, and Echo's the character Echo is going to be in the Hawkeye series too.
Okay.
I'm very excited for Hawkeye too. That comes out in a couple weeks actually, November 24th. So you guys gotta stay tuned for that on Disney Plus for sure. But I'm really excited for all these titles for the Disney Plus Marvel MCU.
It's definitely another game, dude.
They really are like even if they're like mediocre, even though they won't be mediocre, but even if they are, that's something special because they have so many titles to come from that, and it's animation too. Some of it's animation, but it's really good. But I'm really excited for also the Star Wars series that they have.
Oh my gosh. Okay? Are you talking about like the new like
Obi-Wan Kenobi
yeah
TV show.
yeah
Yeah. I seen the concept art for that. That looks. I feel like that's gonna be like on a different level from Mandalorian,
yeah
and just the way they introduce what happened to Obi-Wan after the Order 66,
mm-hmm.
and he's gonna face off with Darth Vader. I'm be like, what? Like that's gonna be crazy. And he's gonna meet all these new characters, and that's gonna be something else. And then they also gonna have the Anchor or the Star Wars Anchor series or something from. It's one of the characters from Rogue One. He's gonna have his spinoff, and then there's the Book of Boba Fett, which comes out next month. I'm excited for that. Well, I have low expectations because I'm not a huge Boba Fett fan, but I know it's the same people that made Mandalorian, so it kind of has the same flavor to it, but it probably will be a different story, basically, because it's Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
But and also Mandalorian 3 is filming right now, or season 3, I think. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. And then for video games, I'm really excited for because there's been. Well, I think it's rumored confirmed, but it's confirmed. But they have the Uncharted director that made the Uncharted series.
Yep.
And she's going to be making a new Marvel game, and the developers or the company is kind of new too, but I forget the company. But the way they're describing it, it's mainly like the game. The premise of it is going to be story based, and you get to have a wide variety of heroes to play as, or focus on one character. But it will be story based, and it will be open world. And I'm very excited for it. I hope it's a Daredevil game, or it could be another Marvel superhero team game.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully it's not like Avengers. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I played it.
Okay.
Yeah, have you played it?
Yeah, I have.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on it?
On the Avenger? Okay, on the Avengers game itself. So, I wasn't really. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really like the way that the style that they did the game.
Okay.
They really. So the way that they like advertised it was really cool. It was like co-op story mode. All that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I also got into it, and then they started adding aspects of like, there's some games are coming out with like gear type based,
live service game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it is.
And so I saw that Avengers did that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is starting to make it really go downhill because it's like I have to grind out to get like base or like better armors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm just trying to play the game, enjoy the story with my homies, and I can't really do that if we all not up there at that same level. So like, that's what really took it away from me.
I would agree with that because actually it was supposed to be a main story campaign, and it wasn't supposed to be like a multiplayer type live service game because Square Enix made Crystal Dynamics do the live service multiplayer aspects to it, and that's what they didn't really have time for, and that's why it was kind of rushed. Yeah. They didn't really like have time to really make it balanced and very balanced and a lot more playable for players. But Avengers, it's a decent game. It's a good game in some ways. It's just the live service game is a major turnoff, of course. Yes. But you can play as your favorite Marvel heroes, and they do play well. I do like their abilities because they have their own unique abilities that you can play from,
Yeah.
and when you play that character, you feel like that character. I like how when you're Iron Man, you literally have the Hulkbuster as your ultimate, and then you can use the Unibeam or the rockets or the
Yeah.
lasers or your repulsor blast. And then when you're playing as Hulk, you just destroy, you know? And then when you're Thor, you can use your hammer and throw your hammer, and Black Widow, and then they also got Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. But
Added,
Black Panther, though, have you played Black Panther yet?
I have not played with Black Panther yet.
He's really good.
I did see that
Yeah.
they added him.
Yeah, Black Panther's really good. That expansion was good. And then even though it's kind of upsetting, they're adding Spider-Man for PlayStation, but not for Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And they released the trailer too.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, we got some problems.
Yeah.
We got some problems.
Yeah, and then they already announced or showcased his costumes that he has. He has like the original like comic based costume, and then he has the spider armor suit, the silver one, and then he has the what's that other one that looks like from Into the Spider-Verse? I think I forget that. One. It's not Miles Morales, but it's the other one. It looks like the spider armor, but it's not. And then they also have what's that other? But yeah, I don't know. I really hope in the trailer that they showcased from the developer stream, they had like a developer kit to where it looked like it might be on Xbox, but it's only a PlayStation exclusive. So I don't know. I would try to play it on PlayStation if you can cloud save your data through the Square Enix account. You can just play it and you don't have to restart from all over again. And have your cloud save be onto another console.
Like easy transfer, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they should do that. Because I feel like there's no way you should just let your player base not play with Spider-Man. Because he's literally like the most popular Marvel character of all time. Most popular superhero of all time. So you can't really miss out on that. And plus, you also got Spider-Man No Way Home that's coming out next month. Which they had so many leaks for. And, they already... it's
way earlier.
It's literally the whole movie has been leaked in a way.
Yeah.
It's literally out there, and it's bad to say, I congratulate the guy who's been leaking stuff because they should have. It's kind of, I don't know. To me, it's kind of spelled out that they have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in the movie already. And it's a matter of time before when we watch the movie. I think it's gonna be bigger than Endgame to me.
Bigger than Endgame?
Yeah, because they have so many Spider-Man fans from Tobey Maguire. That was before the MCU. Then got Andrew Garfield. That was sort of during when the MCU was getting popular. And then they have Tom Holland fans.
Okay, yeah.
That's bigger than Endgame, man. That's going to make more money than Endgame, without a doubt. And, of course, they got Alpha Molina as Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
William Dafoe as Green Goblin. Jamie Foxx as Electro, but he got the... I don't know how to describe it, but he got an upgrade. Got that hairdo, got that fresh cut. And got the goatee. He doesn't look like a nerd. He has the 50-year-old man, old man.
Not just say that.
Doesn't have the the confidence upgrade from Spider-Man. Yeah. So.
Man, they're really.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
okay.
So I'm excited for what they do with the movie because it's gonna be crazy. They already confirmed Lizard and Sandman. So
yeah.
It's literally like that movie's about to be sick.
Isn't Oh my gosh. Never mind.
It's confirmed. Yes, it is. Anyways, I'm excited for what they do with Spider-Man No Way Home. I know that it's going to be. I don't know. I think it's gonna make so much money. It's gonna destroy the box office, in my opinion, because it's Spider-Man. It's his third movie, and whenever it's the third movie, it's like the Big Bang. It's like go out big, So they're going out really big on this one, and I think it'll be really difficult if Marvel does not include Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the movie at all. I think that they would definitely miss out on an opportunity where fans will be very disappointed, and I think it will make the movie worse. But I know that me as a fan and other fans had their expectations high for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to be in the movie, but they're definitely in the movie. Like they're in the movie. I don't know how else to say it. Like it just, even though it's not confirmed, but I saw it from the leak and so many things that are happening in the movie, and it's a multiverse movie. Like I don't know what else to say. Like
Now, prior to the movie, the universal question still stands: which Spider-Man is the best?
Tobey Maguire, without a doubt, man.
Tobey Maguire.
Toby, Bully Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Andrew Garfield. I'm gonna personally say Andrew Garfield. I'm not gonna lie.
Was he? Because he was much cooler, Peter Parker.
Well, no.
He got the girls.
Okay, no. I'm just saying.
Well, I see what you're coming from though, because Andrew Garfield, he was, well, in a way he was a great Peter Parker, but also a great Spider-Man, and he had that sense of humor more than Tobey Maguire. And I did like how he actually made his web shooters, and then instead of Tobey Maguire having his organic web shooters.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool. I do like that aspect of it. But I think in a way they're trying to replace Tobey Maguire because they made that Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume and it's starting to look like Raimiverse costume. So they're kind of trying to replace him in a way. But
what do you think of the new oh my goodness. What was Tom Holland? What do you think of Tom Holland Spider-Man?
he's more of a comic accurate Spider-Man for sure because Peter Parker is supposed to be weird and awkward.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
what,
him.
Yeah, Tom Holland is good for.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like also he's young, of course, so that's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he acts like he's Spider-Man too, and he looks like Spider-Man. And I don't like his CGI costume though. Well, I do like his Far From Home and No Way Home costume.
Yeah,
but
those are cool.
I don't like the Stark tech suit. I don't like how Tony Stark made his costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what my friends call him is Iron Boy. yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense because, like, literally, like he literally got as upgrade from being Spider-Man. He got his
Stark.
Yeah, like his Tony Stark suit. Yeah, Iron Spider suit. Well, I mean that's comic accurate because he does get his Iron Spider suit, but but he doesn't get all of his gadgets from Tony Stark. Though.
Yeah,
he makes that himself. Yeah, I mean, even though he sort of made it, he made his homemade suit, but I'm not counting that because that was just like a Walmart version of Spider-Man. No, Dollar General.
Dollar General. Yeah.
Why are you dogging on Dollar General like that, dude?
No, it's good. I like Dollar General.
I got a Dollar That's like the only store back where I live is a Dollar General.
I love Dollar General.
Dollar General, bro.
I
like getting my strawberries from there,
maybe
man.
Not Dollar General, but maybe Family Dollar. Family Dollar.
Oh, Family Dollar. Okay, all right, my bad.
I'm just messing with you.
I was trying to compare it to like what his homemade suit was, Yeah, pretty much, So yeah, I just think that I wish they could have took a different route with how they introduced him to Civil War because I think he could have made his Stark suit in a way.
Yeah,
and like instead of I do like how he kind of made his suit in No Way, Far From Home, but like he didn't really create it. It was just Stark tech basically. Yeah. But I liked how I hope in the future, like if he in No Way Home, if he like goes to a different universe, like he already knows how to make stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I don't know. I like how Marvel's stepping up after Endgame and introducing the multiverse.
Yes.
And I think it will definitely create better storylines, create a universe where they don't have to explain themselves because they kind of created the multiverse through Loki, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a way to where they have so many branches where I don't think they have to explain themselves. And then plus with Eternals, which you haven't watched yet, I
you really outed me like that. Give me a second, okay?
I didn't want to spoil it yet, but yeah, I wasn't. But I was just going. that talk about what the lore that they have in Eternals would explain why there's a multiverse of Force. Yeah, but we won't go into detail for that. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Not sorry. Not sorry.
My bad. Anyway, it just whatever they have for I don't know. It's just to me, I think everything is stacked for Marvel next year and the year after.
Yeah.
It just super stacked and everything's. I don't know. Well, it might ruin the market in a way with how like Marvel does their marketing, like how they market their TV shows and movies, like on the like market like commercials or advertisements and all that other stuff. I feel like it's just gonna crash it in a way. Yeah, overload the market.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah. But it
That's
I don't know. Also, with they're stepping up on their games though, because I do like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a great game to play. I would highly recommend it.
I haven't played it, but it does seem very comedic. I'm not gonna lie.
It really is. I mean, it's more of an experience that you have to play for you to like it instead of. I mean, you can still watch it and like it, but it's more of when you play it, you feel like Guardians of the Galaxy. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, in a way. I do wish you could play as Drax or Gamora or Groot or Rocket Raccoon, but I mean, to me, it's more of a better Final Fantasy game with the mechanics. It's literally Final Fantasy but better with the mechanics because you have to, because in Final Fantasy it's sort of like a turn-based hack and slash.
Yeah.
And with Guardians of the Galaxy, it's turn-based in a way because you're commanding your other Guardian commandos or something, or your partners, and you command, like, for example, like you command Groot to hold down enemies, and then you have stagger damage, so you can command Drax to do the stagger attack and do more damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you still have you can still punch people or use your blasters as Star-Lord, and you unlock other abilities down the road. And to me, this is more of a comic accurate Guardians of the Galaxy because they actually referred from the comics, and Star-Lord actually has powers, and he actually uses his blasters, and he uses elements of water, fire, wind, and earth. So I'm really excited for what they do. But we are coming up on our commercial break soon, so I hope you guys stay tuned for more of the Jones Review.
Welcome to the Jones Review.
And welcome back to the Jones Review here. We have me and Sage, and then we have Scotty here.
Hey, I haven't talked much today,
Yeah.
but I'm still here running the board.
I like how
I've
you
been
Scott-
pretty quiet today.
Scott, sorry that we have topics that you don't know about.
It's
So,
okay.
shucks.
he jumped in to scold us about Dollar General.
Yeah.
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 Like the dollar store? What? You making fun of the dollar store,
I wasn't.
bro?
I like Dollar General.
I'll end the
and-
show right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I like Five and Below.
I will cut the mics, Bailey.
Yeah, I do. Like,
But yeah, as always, good to be here, though, man.
appreciate it, man. But it's also I appreciate Sage for coming here today as my
Aw,
guest.
Thank
So
you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. So, but yeah. Anyways, did you hear about the announcements for Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Spider-Man 2?
I like how they released it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to say, because I really don't want to screw this up.
Mhm.
They released it well. I'm excited. I'm not gonna give my personal thoughts, what to myself, and just when it actually comes out, and I see how it's actually like running and everything,
Mhm.
I don't want to be let down. That's all I'm gonna say. It better not let me down.
I don't think it will, because the Insomniac games, they have stepped up their game, and I don't know why and how they're able to do a Wolverine game, but that's a major step up right there. And of course, they're getting the funding from PlayStation because they're first or third party developers for PlayStation. But
Yeah.
that's crazy. Spider-Man 2, the way they showcased that trailer, and have you played Miles Morales?
I have not played Miles Morales, but I've seen I've seen gameplay.
Have you seen the ending for it?
Yeah.
Just the way they set up the ending, it looked like it's gonna be co-op, and
Yeah.
for Spider-Man 2, or at least you can change the characters, hopefully.
Mhm.
But I'm really excited for what they showcase for the partnership between Peter Parker and Miles Morales, and I love how they got. I love how they got new
So
costumes too, and of course Tony Todd is playing Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's voicing Venom. I'm excited for that because that's going to be crazy. And Venom is in the game, and plus Craven the Hunter.
Yes.
That's gonna. And then I really hope they do like Hobgoblin or something, or more. I don't know, just different Spider-Man villains like Chameleon or something,
Mhm.
or Smite or something, or whatever his name is, or he's like a big spider creature or something, or wolf spider or something. But also I hope they like tease more Spider Men or Spider Women or Spider Woman. They should do
What?
Spider Woman.
Like
Like they should introduce her, or like, yeah. I'm starting to think they're setting up that in a way with Miles.
yeah.
Like just how Miles is in the game, because I hope they don't, but in a way I feel like they are going to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, I really hope they have the black suit in the game, because
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. Or they're gonna have some type of costume like that. Yeah, but it's gonna be insane. Yeah, they could honestly. I mean, like literally how he was doing it with the end of the first Spider-Man game. Like he could make his suit, but I guess Venom lost the symbiote or gave some of the symbiote to him and unlocked some of the symbiote powers. Or the cooler thing is, what if you play as Venom in the game?
That would be.
I feel like that's
That'd
gonna
be pretty
happen.
cool.
I feel like that's gonna happen. I don't know why. I have a feeling like you're gonna go up against Venom, but also play as Venom in a way too.
Like
Oh.
two sides of a coin. type thing.
Yeah, I think that'll be interesting.
That,
Yeah,
that's a
Like, you
really
can-
nice concept.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And like the way they introduce characters, like in the first Spider-Man game, they could do like they could introduce Eddie Brock, and he just come in out of nowhere, and all of a sudden there's two symbiotes. Or maybe what if they introduce anti-Venom already? I don't know. That'd be crazy. No, they should have Carnage in the game.
Carnage.
Carnage.
Okay, so.
Even though that would be kind of rushed.
Okay,
That is
that's
too
a
much.
lot.
That's overloading the game. Okay. Well.
It's like a whole terabyte worth of game.
Hey, that's the new expansion. Let there be Carnage.
Mhm.
That'll be sick. I don't know, with the Insomniac games, they can do anything with Spider-Man, honestly. And
That's
like,
true.
and now, but like, I feel like they're coming back to the roots of Web of Shadows. That's my favorite Spider-Man game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had literally every superhero in that game. They had Wolverine, Luke Cage, Moon Knight,
Mhm.
Black Cat. Well, she's not a superhero, but they had Black Cat, and then
They had everything.
yeah, they had everybody. And then I really hope they're building that universe. Well, they're making their own Marvel universe, but I think they're gonna make that partnership with Spider-Man and Wolverine
Mhm.
because I feel like that's what they're teasing in a way. They could, but yeah, but they said that they're not choosing that universe to connect with, and they're making their own universe. Sadly, like Loki wanted that to happen though, because it looked like it would happen.
Yeah.
Just the way, but it just the way after that Easter egg in the first game, it seemed like I don't think it would happen. Just the way the Avengers towers look in the game from the Crystal Dynamics game,
Yeah.
but in some way, I think they're gonna cross over the characters no matter what. But I think in the future, Insomniac Games might make like a Marvel Knights game to where it had. Well, Marvel Knights is kind of like Spider Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Punisher, Moon Knight,
Mhm.
Ghost Rider, sort of. But I don't know. I'm excited for what they do with Wolverine because I know that will not be a
Yeah.
teen game. That's going to be
Yeah.
rated M. Like the claws be popping.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't describe the rest of the stuff, but they should, honestly. I don't know. I see it. Yeah. Because have you guys ever played the X Men's Origins Wolverine game?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be more like that, but clean and a lot more crisp.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, and he has like skills and berserker rage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we talking? Wait. So are we thinking like? So are we thinking like? So you know how the God of War game, like where he has like a little range meter.
Yes,
Like
it's gonna do that. I think they should do that because that would make sense.
Right.
Yeah. And he does in a way have super strength from his adrenaline rush
Yeah.
in a way, so he can lift a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not as much. But he does have super strength in a way. Literally.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Not picking up audio. If he's going to talk, he needs to be on the mic because
Oh,
we can't have the,
I
can't have
gotcha.
the silence or we'll get kicked off the air.
Oh, really? Okay.
You want to hop on the mic over there?
My bad.
Yeah, we can't have long silence or it'll kick us
Thank
off.
you. Thank
Gotcha.
you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Scott.
Mic's on. You're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah,
Well, this is wait. What?
I'm late.
All right. This is Lane, everybody. So,
Sorry, I've been talking in the corner.
but yeah, welcome to the show, of course. But yeah, what I don't know. That'll be interesting take to talk about like the healing factor, what they're gonna do with Wolverine, because
Mhm.
you know that's that. It might make or break the game in a way. Well, it's not gonna break the game because it's gonna be a cool game because it's developed by Insomniac Games, and they're probably gonna make an interesting story. And I know Sabretooth is gonna be in the game without a doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. And probably other Wolverine villains. Hey, what if they include the Hulk inside of it and do like a
They could do a
Wolverine versus
storyline. They
Hulk?
could do like the Wolverine versus Hulk
Yeah.
storyline for sure.
Mhm. I just
I
see
feel-
that happening, man.
I feel like with the healing factor and stuff, you're gonna have to like take a break from a fight for it to actually kick in. You know what I'm saying? Like you could like keep on fighting and punching, and then if you get down to 0 health and you don't take a break or like run away from the fight a little bit to like regain yourself, you'll die. Like that's how it will work.
So it's like you have to like stay like not active for like a second for you to actually regain health.
Kind of like Call of Duty in a way. Like just like no, like with that small like regen.
Yeah.
I think that might happen because in the original X-Men's Origins Wolverine game, it did do that to where if you like took a break, you can heal
Yeah.
over time. But I don't know, like I think they would have enemy types to where they can stop your healing factor in a way, sort of, or I don't know. That'll be interesting. It's whatever they do, I'm excited for, and I hopefully they do like different Marvel games too in the future, because I really like how they develop these. Well, honestly, PlayStation makes quality games without a
Yeah.
doubt, and I give them that than Xbox. Xbox does make quality games sometimes,
Yeah.
but PlayStation makes games that you can play all the time.
Yeah.
They can play over and over and over.
Also, their exclusives are just 10 times better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, their exclusives and they're 10 times better, without a doubt. And I give them props for Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man,
Yes.
Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
But all these
This
games,
was just
beautiful,
Yeah,
like
gorgeous.
without a doubt. And it just that would be interesting if they do a Hulk game too. I mean, might as well. And maybe a Nova game or whatever they want to do.
You said a Hulk game, and my first thought was like the Hulk that was in like a GameCube, and like I think it was in like the Wii 2, where it's
It
like
was like the Ultimate Destruction or something.
yeah,
Yeah. Pretty much.
You just drive around the city destroying towers. Like that's all. What are you gonna do? You just fight a bunch of other big people. Like
Mhm.
Hulk's villains are all huge, massive. It's kind of just like a clobber fest.
yeah.
Literally. I don't know. I really want to see the Fantastic Four game too, because I think that would just break the whole internet. Like,
That would.
I feel like that would just literally get people instant pre-orders, want pre-orders, make them crazy about it or something.
I feel like everything we're like coming up with right now is probably already like under construction. We're
Yeah.
just like
Definitely already is under.
we're already just like
development.
leaking it.
Yeah, we're already
Like, oh,
leaking
that'd
it
be
with
cool.
just the knowledge of it, and then like we gotta shut down the episode now. We're like,
Back in the
"Man,
lab, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
like Scotty gets a message from
Disney
Sony.
contacts us.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna get me sued somehow.
Sony contacts us.
Bailey's
like,
gonna be
"Stop
the reason
stealing
why
my
I'm
ideas."
$300,000 like in debt. I'm getting sued.
Just like one message you get is like he knows too much.
Yeah, literally. I feel like everything that we said, we just been leaking stuff. It's just
Right.
leaking Ghost of Tsushima 2. Well, actually, you remember the NVIDIA leak? Like, they leaked so many games, like Kingdom Hearts 4, that
Yeah.
GTA trilogy.
Yeah. Another infamous game.
That was on the list. Another infamous game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then. Mhm. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
My favorite Infamous is Infamous 2, because
Yes.
that was action packed and you had a electric melee sword or something,
Yeah.
and like you get like absorb electricity, and then you had the choice to become good or evil.
Mm-hmm.
And then Second Son, the graphics were great, but it was okay. It was short too.
Yeah, it was really short.
Yeah, it was not what I expected, but it was
I think
still.
I think another game though that like really could pop off like Infamous did in a way is kind of Gotham Knights. You know, like
I'm excited for that game.
very excited for that game.
It's just the Court of Owls, I think, will be a great villain for that game, because they can do so much with that game, and I don't think it'll be a live service game at all. I think they're just gonna add content constantly, but
So.
with just what that gameplay that they showcased, without a doubt, it's gonna be better than, in my opinion, the Arkham series.
I really hope they just don't do it dirty like they did the Arkham series. Like they kind of threw that game series down the trash in like the third installment.
Oh, I agree with that. Thank you. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. It's just that Arkham Knight was not as good as I thought, because it was not. The gameplay was really good. The graphics were good, but the story was terrible, and it was just the worst way to end the Arkham series. It just was not a good end to the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It just, everything else was good, but it just, I don't know. I never wanted to replay it because just with that storyline, I despise that storyline, and I don't like how Scarecrow was the main villain of that game too.
Yeah.
It was a major turnoff for me.
It was a weird dynamic.
Yeah,
Like it worked and it didn't. Like there were parts where I was like, "Ooh, this makes sense," and then like the dream sequences, I didn't like as much.
Mhm.
Too. I'm trying to think of the game. It just gave me too much like psychic type stuff.
yeah. I feel like Arkham City could have been that third game, and they could have made like a prequel in between that, and that could have been Arkham Knight or something.
Yeah.
But I just, with that way the trilogy ended, and then Scarecrow wasn't really that menacing at all. And then of course they had the Joker as like, in in your head basically.
Yeah.
And he became the Joker because of the fear toxin. Like,
yeah.
how does the fear toxin do that to you? Like, you just become the Joker like that? Like, I don't know.
It just ruined the storyline.
Yeah.
It was kind of confusing. It was just like, what? Like,
It's pretty whack.
yeah. But hey, Arkham Origins, that was a good Batman game, without a doubt. That Deathstroke versus Batman
Yeah.
boss fight, bro. And then how you like kick the electrocutioner. That slow motion. The hardest boss in the game. Really just slow motion, just kicked them. Like, it was like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was just, he was electrocutioner, like, oh, you're gonna die, and then all you do is just kick him, like one hit kick, he's done.
I remember playing these type of games with like Sage,
Yeah.
and you'd just be sitting there, and the boss fights would just be crazy, and you're just like, I didn't even touch the controller that much.
Right.
This is all cutscenes.
Literally. And I liked how Arkham Origins explained a lot of what happened to certain villains. And it just explained a lot, even though it didn't seem like it was a part of the series. It did explain why Bane was so big, and why Joker is Joker, and why he met so many villains that he remembers. It explained a lot. I really hope they make a remake, or at least like
remastering the game.
yeah, remastering it
Okay.
or something. I feel like that deserves more of a remaster,
Yeah.
without a doubt. And I don't know, Gotham Knights is probably gonna it's gonna be interesting because I think Batman's gonna be in the game no matter what,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
I hope they don't make him
like,
playable
followers
though.
of some sort.
Right. I hope they don't make him playable though. I want him to be kind of like the grand priest of it. Like he just like he gives you your missions basically.
Like he's just like overwatching the whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then at the end you like knew that he was alive the whole time, and then he
yeah.
just like, even though I knew there was a leak about Batman, but I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Game hasn't even came out yet.
Yes.
Everyone gonna be listening to the show just to get the leaks.
Yeah, just the leaks. This is the leak of information of all time. And then also Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Have you guys seen the trailer for that? That looks insane.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how are you gonna fight Superman? I mean, they're gonna need help because Wonder Woman's gonna help them in a way. Even though in the trailer, like literally, like they can't beat Superman.
Yeah.
I like
there's
when they
no-
look up and they're like, so who's our target? And then King Shark looks over and he's like, guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
like how are you gonna fight Superman? This dude is literally like throwing everything at you. Like he was carrying like one of Brainiac's tentacles. Like it was nothing. He looked all upset, using the laser beams. Bro, they're bringing my boy Jon Stewart in the game.
Dang.
I'm excited for that. And then they also had the Flash. You'll be fighting the Flash, and then I don't know. I'm not sure what other characters they have, but I think they're just gonna have Green Lantern, Superman, and Flash. And then, of course, Batman hasn't been shown, but I feel like he'll be mentioned in a way, or at least help. But
Secretly, he plays all the characters.
Secretly, Batman is everyone.
he's everywhere and everyone.
I feel like how the game's gonna go is it's gonna be extremely plot armor based. Because let's be real,
Oh yeah.
no one on that team is bringing down any of the Justice League by themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna use like a substance or something to help him out, or like
You need
have-
kryptonite up in here, bro.
yeah,
Like,
a lot of kryptonite.
where are they gonna get that from?
Mhm.
Krypton?
Yeah, do you have a mission where you go up in space and steal kryptonite from
From a
dead-
non-existent planet?
Yes. And then you find Superman there trying to kill you. Like,
King
flies
Shark's
up-
just like, guys, I found this green rock. It's glowing. What do I do with it?
yeah. It just
Oh yeah. There's definitely gonna be a lot of. There needs to be a lot of explaining.
I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be more funny than serious. I don't know.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
fair.
Harley
Yeah.
Quinn's just gonna.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah,
Black Adam movie.
I like
that.
the promo that The Rock gave.
Oh yeah,
because
that,
he was like, I'm
teaser
about-
trailer.
He's like, I'm about to change the hierarchy of power
Yeah.
in the DC. And I was
Mhm.
like, and then he disintegrated that dude. And I was like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what an intro.
I don't know. I like how they're introducing the Justice Society, but I'm not a huge Black Adam fan, you know? And it's just like, but of course it's Dwayne Johnson, of course, and this is probably going to be his breakout role,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like his most popular role that he does, and he's at peak condition, and he like worked out a lot for this role too. So he put a lot of blood and tears into this role, so I bet you he'll get some type of award. But I'm excited for Doc. Well, I have a friend Kyle. He's a huge Doctor Fate fan,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll go crazy over Doctor Fate. And he was telling me, he's like, man, I went crazy when I saw Doctor Fate, the helm of Doctor Fate,
Yeah.
and then they were showing off the costumes. The costumes look great, and I'm excited for Hawkman though. He's
Mhm.
gonna be cool.
I was
For
very
sure.
interested to see him too, because like I didn't think that was gonna be like the movie that they
Yeah.
would bring him out in.
Right.
I thought they would wait, like, because it's a very low key character.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting the Justice Society to be in the movie, and just the way they're gonna first introduce them in the DCEU, and plus the Flash movie though. Come on, like, bro, that's cool, bro. They got Michael Keaton and Supergirl, and then they got the parallel universe Flash that might be the villain.
Yeah.
But I'm
It's
excited.
looking like they're doing like the Reverse Flash, but like it's actually him
Yeah.
instead of Eobard Thawne.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool take because he's. Well, if you noticed, did you guys see that he was spray painting his like Flash emblem
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Michael Keaton suit?
Yeah.
I want to know, how is that suit gonna contain his speed? That's what I'm curious about.
Plot armor.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot, but I'm still shocked. Like he just spray painted everything about Michael Keaton's Batman costume and just wearing it. I just thought that was Michael Keaton trying to make fun of Flash or something, or they're just trying to like do like a funny tease. But yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
You can't have the silence.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
I
alright.
hate to be like
Yeah.
mean about it, but I
It's
gotta
alright.
be.
It's alright, Scotty.
I can't have the silence on.
But we are coming up on our break soon, so we will come back to more of the Jones Review soon. So if you guys stay tuned.
Welcome to the Jones Review.
And welcome back to the Jones Review here. We have more guests on the show now. So we got Sage's friends and my new friends over here. So holler at the Jones Review. Say what's up.
What's going on? I'm
What's
Lane. This is Seth.
Lane and Seth. So, and I'm glad to have you guys on the show. It's awesome to have more people on the Jones Review. So I can't wait to talk about more of our superhero video game conversations.
Be a nerd.
It really is. I don't know why people don't like nerds. Nerds got the coolest stuff to watch. They play all the coolest games.
Bro.
Like literally, like they're just jealous that they don't have the stuff that you watch.
They
Or-
just had to nerf us. They knew we were gonna be TOP, bro.
yeah, we became the Goku Ultra Instinct. of it.
Right.
Like we broke the internet. Like everything that we like, it's all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's popular.
Mhm.
But literally, like, anyways, let's so with Call of Duty Vanguard, I'm not too big on Activision anymore because they have ruined this franchise and they've been milking it. Well,
Yeah.
here's the formula that I have. Basically, with everything that game companies been developing, they've been having these sequels because it's easier to make than a new IP. Because with the new IP, it's more riskier for fans they
Mhm.
haven't really heard about, and they have to market it to where fans would actually like it. So, just Activision, they need something new, and they just keep creating these Call of Duty games, and it's literally the same thing with better graphics and just little details and new specs added, pretty much. And of course, newer weapons, but that's about it. Only Zombie saves it. That's about it. And multiplayer.
I mean, but
just-
zombies is getting old too. Like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, I swear I've played the same Nazi zombies campaign like 5 times, bro. It started off in World at War, and hopefully it ends here. You know, I'm kind of waiting for the next generation of shooters to come out that aren't named Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Like, what happened to Titanfall? Like, what happened to
Best game series ever.
like we got Apex Legends? We got well, I don't want to count Fortnite though.
No one wants to.
If you count Fortnite, I will end the show right now.
Every Call of Duty at this point just seems like a DLC to the game. It's like,
Literally,
Yeah.
a DLC.
Like an actual different game. It's like a new map or something, and like
Yeah.
it's a gun.
Yeah, you have to. It's literally like a $60 expansion pass every year.
Another 300 gigabytes of a game.
Literally.
the exact same thing.
New maps, new characters, remakes.
Yeah.
And Fortnite isn't even original no more. It just steals a bunch of stuff from everyone else, bro. And it's like, oh, look at our new battle pass with Iron Man at the end of it this time.
Oh, guess what? We got Daryl and Michonne from Walking Dead. Oh wait, no. Oh, we got Alien and
We got
Ripley.
Travis Scott.
Like literally, they're literally just trying to find every pop culture thing that we know and love just to put it in that game, just to
Right.
keep it alive.
I played 2 matches of Fortnite and I uninstalled it right after. And I never played it again. And when I say I'm happy I did that, I am very happy.
I recall like me and Sage, we got on like with a group of people like for like squads one time and like played for 2 weeks, man. We were like, oh yeah, we're gods. And
Yeah.
then we lost like consistently and we were just like, this game is trash. Anyone who plays it as a kid and needs to stop immediately.
I don't know. I just I'm guessing you guys like Battle Royale because that's Apex Legends, basically, correct?
Battle Royales are.
I mean,
pretty
Battle
fun.
Royale's
They're pretty
cool.
trendy.
Apex is probably the only one that I regularly play.
Yeah. And then they have like the Call of Duty Warzone. That one's, I'd say that's like not gonna
Warzone
lie.
is probably the most popular right now, and I think honestly the best at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But Apex is dope. I will say that. I did like Apex back when I played that. I didn't know people were still playing it though. I thought that was one of the other.
Their player
dead-
base is almost even with Warzone's now
Really?
because of
Yeah.
season 11 just popped off and it is it's
Oh,
a
are you
game
on
changer.
Season 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season
Oh my
11? Wait, really?
gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! But Apex is cool, but Warzone, it's probably the biggest one right now. But it's pretty dope. I will say I hate battle royales. I absolutely despise them. But Warzone is actually pretty fun. I will say, and Apex.
Yeah.
Fortnite though,
I'd say for Call of Duty at least, I think Warzone's really doing the carrying for Call of Duty right now. Not gonna lie.
I feel like
agree with
without
that.
it wouldn't be like.
It wouldn't be the same.
Right.
Like Call of Duty would not be trending on every streaming
right.
platform for
People
gamers.
are just now starting to get tired of Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
and
The
they're
same thing.
yeah, they're like now waking up to like being tired of
The
Call of
last
Duty.
Call of Duty I bought and played was, I think, Advanced Warfare. I didn't even like it. That's the one
that
where
was
I
a good
decided I
one
quit.
though.
The last good one I played was Black Ops 2, I believe. I think that was the
Yeah.
one right before Advanced Warfare.
Black Ops 2.
But that one was really nice. And then I bought Advanced Warfare, and I hated it.
I didn't like
And
Advanced
that's when I quit.
I don't know why people don't like Advanced Warfare. That was actually I thought it.
I did go
actually
back and play
revived.
Warzone, but that was free, so I don't really consider
Right.
that.
Warfare.
I don't really
definitely-
consider that like playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I played like guaranteed played probably every Call of Duty game,
Mhm.
and I've tried to rep in all of them, and the most fun that I've definitely had was I remember specifically World War II. Like Call of Duty World War II was very low key, but it was really fun to play. Like it had a
Everyone's
lot of
telling
new
me that.
dynamics.
I did
yeah.
play that one actually because my buddy had Game Share, so I got it for free. I played it for a few weeks. It was okay.
Yeah.
It had I like the little hub area they had. That was really
Yeah.
cool. But other than that, like I don't know, the combat in that game was actually pretty fun. But there was nothing else on top of it. After you played it for a few weeks, it was just another I'm done.
If you use incinerator rounds, I hate you like thoroughly.
Wait, they do that in Warzone or something?
They did that in World War II.
Actually, Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. That was one of my favorite games.
But is that Modern Warfare 3 remastered?
You mean Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2?
I'm about to say they haven't remastered
2.
3 yet.
2, I'm sorry.
Modern Warfare, I haven't played the remaster of 2, but Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite Call of Duty multiplayer out of all of them, probably.
They need to remaster it like real
They
quick.
Yes,
really
because-
do.
yes.
I think
yes,
Black Ops
yes,
2.
yes.
I really like Terminal. That was
See-
one of my favorite maps. I love Terminal.
I feel like they would probably have better results if they remastered old games like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, stuff like that, instead of coming out with Call of Duty Vanguard and like maybe
Well, I disagree. I don't think they should remaster games.
you don't think they should remaster it?
They should just
Well, I think remastering a game is cool here and there. But
Okay.
like, for example, how they're doing Resident Evil 4, that's cool. But
remake.
they need to make something new. It's all the same stuff, right? Why are
Mhm.
we going to want a game we played 8 years ago and played again with better graphics when you can already do that on a PC?
nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, nostalgia, yeah, but you can buy it on a computer for like $5 as opposed to buying a remastered version for $60.
That's fair.
Me personally, like I think remasters are cool for some games, but being able to just get like a new game, something new. Call of Duty's all the same thing all the time, and that's why people are finally starting to get tired of it. If they add something new, a new game mode, a new storyline, new this and that, might see something cool. I don't know. Remasters are cool and all, but it's just better graphics. That's literally all it is. Maybe
Yeah.
enhance some things, make some things better than others. Like when you look at the guns, that's it. That's all it
Faster
is.
load times.
Yeah. And I mean, what's the point of spending $60 on
That just reminded me of Battlefield. I forgot Battlefield was even a thing.
They just came out with-
2042.
right.
They
And
came
I'm
out
into
my favorite Battlefield was probably Battlefield 4.
Oh yeah.
Battlefield
Yeah.
4 was the coolest one.
Yeah.
That one was super dope. I know I said I was going to cut my mic, but you guys were talking about video games. I got my teenager side out of me here, all right? I'm kind of geeking, all right?
Do you need a chair, Scotty?
Yeah, I actually enjoy standing. I might do this for my own talk show now. I might stand while I do it because I feel like I have a lot more energy.
Yeah. Heck yeah, Scotty.
How do you feel about God of War? Like, do
Bro,
you like that game?
God of War is sick, bro. Like I'm excited for Ragnarok, and that's gonna like make PlayStation popular again. Like, I mean, it's been popular.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
I have a terrible hot take for God of War.
What?
People need to stop crapping on their designs for the Norse gods, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
they were really crapping on Thor, but like I don't think anyone
that's
really
accurate, though.
realizes, right?
It's accurate. That's what he's supposed to look like.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's his
He's
Norse.
not
look.
supposed to look like Marvel.
He's not
That's
supposed to
a
look
fake
super buff
depiction of
and
him.
like he's
Yeah.
supposed to look
He's
like
supposed to look big because
Mhm.
in the mythology he eats a lot and drinks a lot. Like he ate like a whole slab of ribs and drank a whole barrel of beer.
Like, if you ever look at a strongman competition, they're not like Chris Hemsworth. They're like how they depicted Thor in this game. Like,
Mhm.
so I just like how they're bringing a realistic adaptation.
especially with the red hair and stuff. Like he has red hair, and it's just Marvel didn't depict him like that.
Yeah.
And it was Chris Hemsworth, and I guess they wanted to keep the Goldilocks here. So. But yeah, hey, Ragnarok, that's. Well, they said that it's going to be the end of the Norse mythology, which I'm kind of sad about because I understand, like, well, I agree that they should end certain things, but I feel like they could make another third game with it. But I think that they're going to really, like, make this the, like, go big or go home type game, too, because I see it definitely kind of ending in a way. And I hope that you get to play as, what's his name? Atreus, hopefully. All right, I was kind of expecting like a grown-up Atreus, sort of in a way, or like a mid-teenage young adult Atreus,
Yeah.
in a way, to where he's kind of like the same build as Kratos in a way, but he's not like older yet. But I don't know, he's getting there in a way. But just whatever they do with that game, that's gonna just literally break PlayStation records. That's gonna like just break the internet.
I'm waiting for the fight like between like Atreus and Kratos because like Atreus is supposed to be like Loki and Jormungandr is supposed to be like his son. So like I think that'd be a really cool aspect that they're gonna be adding to the game. And like also you said like they're ending Norse. They're going to Egyptian I think next.
Yeah,
They're doing like the whole pantheon thing.
that would be interesting. I don't know, like whatever they do with, because I like how what they're doing with God of War, they're just gonna go to different mythologies. Hopefully they don't milk it too much, but I see what they're trying to do here and trying to make it more than just Greek mythology. But I think Egyptian mythology would be awesome for sure. And hopefully they don't kill off Kratos. I don't think they will, but well, in a way, like from the first game, they did say that he will die at some point because of what's gonna happen to Ragnarok. But I think that'll be cheesy if you kill off Kratos in a way.
I feel like you can also start something for Atreus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with like just like kind of like a new story, something new and creative. Like homie over here was talking about like being creative and making a new game. That would be something like that. Like it creates some uniqueness about Ragnarok.
Yeah, and I feel like I haven't been able to play that game series because I grew up on Xbox, but I feel like at first people would react in a bad way to it, but since you are adding a nice change, as long as the game is still good and whoever the new character is like, I don't know, I don't think they're going to be as good as Kratos because
Yeah.
BA is the word I will use as usual here. That dude's pretty BA. I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. He's really dope, and that's going to be hard to replace. But I feel like you can't change the story of what you originally planned to do just because of the fans. And I understand it's all about money, which that's why a lot of people just kind of stick with it. But I feel like what they could do is they could kill him off, and then he could still linger around somehow in like the afterlife, right? But like be like a mentor for whoever the next one is. That's I don't know because I don't know the game series, but that's just a possibility. I mean, adding something new to a game series is kind of a must.
I agree.
If it just keeps going on and on, but I feel like that game series though, it's not like Call of Duty where it's literally the same thing.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skyrim, they're just milking Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls series is tremendous.
I knew it.
I know.
Look
It's
at Scotty.
tremendous.
Scotty done
They
hunched
just
over and
milk it.
everything.
They just milk it. That's all it is.
He said, "How dare you bring that name?"
No, dude. Anytime we talk about Skyrim on the show, I'm just like, yep, they're milking it. I'm tired of seeing it everywhere. I'm like, it's a good game, but I hate it now.
How do you like The Witcher?
The Witcher, I played The Witcher 3 a little bit. I didn't really I never beat it. I never actually went through and
I haven't beat it
Yeah.
either. It's like so long.
It's so like many aspects to the game.
Yeah.
Like I
couldn't
never
grasp it.
understood it still if I try to come back to it.
I was like a low level trying to fight that Griffin thing. And I'm just like, what the heck do I do?
The Witcher was one of those very few games that like I purposely would try to like 100%.
Okay.
And
Oh, that
I
would be
will-
tough.
I will tell you it was awful, and I would not recommend doing that to any other game in that franchise.
Yeah, no. The only game I've really 100%ed that's technically like a longer game, Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That's my favorite game of all time. That's the only game I think I've truly 100%ed. It's a good one to do it though.
I would agree with Scotty that there needs to be new creativity added to the gaming industry because it's literally a trend of now remasters and remakes. Certain remakes,
A lot of these new
Yeah.
games that you see too are
Yeah.
just copying others, like all these battle royales.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Apex Legends and stuff, but that's copying like Fortnite and stuff. And then
Mhm.
Fortnite copied PUBG, and then it just went down the route.
Fortnite started battle royale, and then
It made the trend of battle
Yeah.
royales.
Yeah.
well, yeah, a trend I meant. Wasn't it a PUBG that
PUBG,
started?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
definitely PUBG.
PUBG's like the first big one.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's coming back too and stuff.
I haven't
so-
played PUBG since before Fortnite came out.
Right.
And then I
After
played
Fortnite came
Fortnite.
out,
I played 2
yeah.
games of Fortnite, and I'm like, nope, this ain't it.
Yeah.
And I'm
Um,
glad I was one of those people who was able to detect how much I hated it early on. Because everyone's like, "Oh, do you want to play Fortnite?" And I'm like, "No, I'm like, no, I would rather die."
Andrew
Am I-
Rushed.
am I
You wanna play
10?
Fortnite?
Go play Tetris while you're at it.
Warzone was actually pretty fun.
Come
Though.
on.
Warzone was one that I
Yeah,
enjoyed,
yeah, I agree with you.
especially like playing with your friends and stuff in Warzone. Warzone was more of a realistic game where people can't just build and just get out of
Yeah.
getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warzone was very fun. I did enjoy that one.
Uh,
There's some battle royales that have copied that have done well, and I think they're all right because they had like Warzone had its uniqueness to it, and a lot of these battle royales do. Like Fortnite though, with all the building, that was just so
That
annoying.
was-
And I don't like the cartoon aspect too. I don't know. I like the more like real looking stuff. And Apex is more of a cartoon thing, but I don't know. That one's unique to me.
Yeah.
I played that when it first came out, but I haven't touched it since.
I don't know. I whatever they do in the future, I just hope they try to stay away from more remasters and remakes. I think it's just more of a trend because it's just it makes the company more money to make the new game.
Well, because they know people will buy it, and then even if they just play it for 2 weeks, they don't care because they already bought it.
Right.
So they'll make it, or they'll sell it for like $40-$60, however much, and then they'll just keep doing it because these same people will keep buying it to see how it is, and they'll play it for 2 weeks, and then they'll quit. That's
I
usually what
suggest
happens.
people just get Game Pass and call it a day.
I agree.
Most games are free that you have, and the OG games are still good. So just buy
Yeah,
Game
Bailey and I
Pass.
were talking about State of Decay a few weeks ago. How we were
Mhm.
playing that. That's a good game to play. That's on Game Pass.
And then
Fact-
Halo Infinite is going to be on Game
Xbox
Pass.
sponsor
Yeah.
us, please.
It sponsors us, please, Xbox, because we definitely love your games that you
We
put on
shout you
the
out
Game
like
Pass.
way too much, honestly.
And Netflix.
yeah,
and
and Netflix,
actually-
and HBO.
Disney
I actually
Plus,
reached out to them. They
everything.
haven't gotten back to me, of course, because
We'll
they're
see.
a company. But anyways, yeah, you should sponsor us for sure because we love your games, Xbox or Microsoft. And I'm glad that you upgraded Game Pass because there's so many great games. Like I still need to play Scarlet Nexus on there. Have you ever guys heard of that game?
I've
I haven't heard about what's it about.
What is that?
It's kind of it's like a new game by Bandai Namco, but it's more like you. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy too, in a way, with the but the gameplay's clean though. But it's more like there's a virus in a way, and you have to kind of kill it, and you have certain powers like you can have pyrokinesis,
No, that sounds cool.
telekinesis, or other kinesis or whatever. I don't know, but
I think Pyro is the best one.
yeah, pyrokinesis is the best one in that game for sure. But you can play as this main character, a male or female, and it's kind of like a hack and slash too, like Devil May Cry.
Mhm.
But it's a really good game. I played the demo, but I downloaded it from Game Pass. Game Passes. They got Back for Blood that I still need to finish.
I've
and
not played it.
It's a good game, Back for Blood.
So I have a real quick question.
Yeah.
What type of trend do you think the gaming industry will take? Because you know they're gonna take one.
Like
It's-
the exit battle royale.
That is such a good question.
That's a great question, Sage, because that's
Lane just thought of that.
oh.
No.
Well,
I was sitting here and I was like, I'm kind of thinking that, but I don't want to say anything. And he was like, you should say it. And I was like,
I think the trend that they're gonna take is whatever is unique in their own way that's different from other games. And I think whatever is different, I think the new trend will probably be single player story driven games.
oh,
because I'm starting to see a trend and now it's
Yeah.
coming back to its original roots. So
yeah.
I think the single player story driven games are coming back.
Well,
for
I
sure.
feel like for years now we haven't had too many really good single player games. A lot of the games
Mhm.
people have enjoyed have been
Yeah.
all these multiplayer ones, like Call of Duty and all these battle royales. Everything's been on multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like now that these companies have had time to work on some single player games,
And actually think for once.
hopefully Elder Scrolls 6, probably gotta wait another 15 years for it, but we will get it eventually. When that comes out, it's gonna be nice.
Xbox is probably going to force them to release it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
At some
Early access.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But like these companies have had all this time to work on these single player games, while all these other ones have been working and grinding on these multiplayer ones. So I'm hoping we could see some great single player games because those are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that we could see a trend with it.
Yeah, I've been hearing that EA's been making single player games recently with Star Wars and other developing other games, and Ubisoft, they're making that Avatar game. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
single player, but and then I don't know. It's been a constant trend of multiplayer loot boxes, live service games,
Yeah.
battle royales, and remakes and remasters. So hopefully the next trend is new, thought out, developed, new IP games that people will like, and they will continue to make sequels and actually something new for once. But I'm not sure if Activision is actually going to make new games. I think they're just going to stick to Call of Duty.
Yeah, Treyarch and Activision, right?
Yeah,
Activision,
Activision,
two big heads for Call of
Treyarch,
Duty.
yeah, Sledgehammer Studios, and
Back in the day, I
Infinity
remember it
Ward.
was just Activision and Treyarch. They used to be so good because the Call of Duty used to be amazing.
Mhm.
I used to be able to dude, this is what I would do. When I would first get the new Call of Duty game, I would hit the campaign.
Me too.
I'd grind the campaign
Me
out,
too. That's what I would do. Yep.
experience it.
Get used to the game.
And well, if it was Modern Warfare, if it was one of the Modern Warfare games, I would just hop straight into multiplayer and just
Mhm.
grind it. But if it was Call of Duty, I would do the campaign, or excuse me, if it was like Black Ops, I would go into the campaign, do the campaign, then zombies,
Yep.
then multiplayer.
Yeah.
Black Ops zombies, as a lot of people who listen to the show know, I love the OG Black Ops zombies. It's the
Yeah,
best
dude.
one.
I
It's the
mean,
best
if you
one.
don't, If you don't, then
agree.
you're not like a person. You're not a true gamer. If
You're
you
not
don't,
a true gamer.
You're
That's the
not
best way
from
to
the
put it.
early 2000s.
I understand. I will understand if people say they liked World at War better, but not Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 Zombies was not better than Black Ops. I will say
No.
that. Black Ops Zombies had the best story for like the Easter eggs and all that,
Yeah.
the best guns, the best maps, everything.
Hellhounds
Yeah.
was just a treat.
Yeah.
And getting on, like when you first start out and then you have to leave, get on the train. It was like a lot of aspects to the game and zombies itself.
Transit mode was definitely like the most entertaining map that I've ever played because like I just recall
It was
all of us
entertaining.
playing them when like we were younger. It's just like you kept on moving and gave you objectives.
But you can't. It's hard to beat OG maps like Kino, and then for
Yeah.
my personal favorite out of all zombies is Moon. I
I
love
was
Moon.
I was
Moon,
thinking about
Moon
that.
was
Mhm.
my favorite. The zap guns. You know, you're just jumping through space, obviously, and then you got the what is it? The astronaut. I don't know why I couldn't think of the astronaut's name. But what I liked about that was on the 360. I don't know if it was the same way for PlayStation. It had like one of your friend's gamer tags above it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Mhm.
That was such a stupid thing they added, but I absolutely loved it. There's so many things I could go on and on about, but we don't have time. I love that game so much.
We'll just save it for the next episode.
Yeah,
and
for
have
sure.
him back on the show.
Right? No kidding.
Sure.
Not to backtrack, but the Avatar game, like 10 years later though, like I wasn't expecting it to still come out. I thought that they just
Oh, with the
started
blue
it.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too,
Yeah,
Like
man.
10 years later, like I forgot about the movie. Like
Yeah.
Right.
That was
Back.
such like a kid thing. Like that movie came out when I was a kid and I watched
Right.
it and never thought about it ever again.
Yeah.
Mhm. And they're still making sequels that are still in development. It was like, when are these
It's
movies
been
going to
like
come out?
Apparently it's
15
supposed to be.
years.
Yeah, apparently like the basis of the story is supposed to last like 4 movies.
That's
Yeah.
too long to be waiting this long just for the game and then not for the movie to even come out this soon.
Didn't they come out with a second one?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
never
It
did.
came out
It's coming. It's coming out soon.
I
though.
thought they did come out with a second one. I couldn't remember, but I knew they just had that first.
It's
You see,
like-
that's bad. He doesn't even remember if the second movie came out or not. And they
Yeah.
come out with a game.
Well, no, like,
I mean,
like I said, I watched that first one like when I was little, and I'm 20 now, so I'm still like a kid. But I'm
Right.
talking like I feel like I saw that when I was like 5, 6 years old,
That's like
and I think that was new when I watched watched
It's
it.
like, oh, who's that dude? in
Even
the wheelchair?
Megamind is
bruh.
popping in my
Yeah,
head
right.
before Avatar. Like I can think of Megamind before I'd be like, oh yeah, Avatar.
Yeah.
Well, guys, sorry to cut this short, but we're coming up on the end of the show. It's been a pleasure to have you guys on the episode. Thank you, Sage. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Seth. And I appreciate you guys for being on the show. Thank you, Sky, for helping me have the show, obviously. And
Yeah, of
thank
course,
you
man.
for,
You know I'm always here for you, brother.
I appreciate it, brother. And thank you for the people that's been helping me out with the show and inspiring me and supporting me throughout the show. Thank you, y'all, and I hope you have a great weekend. So stay tuned for more of the Jones Review
Next week, everybody.
next week.